Hello and welcome. Today's episode is going to be an energy update, not something I normally do, but I'm feeling like I want to start doing this more often. Usually do this in my email newsletters, not on video and camera, but this feels really good, so I'm going to go with it. So, because there's a really strong energy that's coming in right now, and actually, it's a really amazing energy. It's a really beautiful energy. But I want to first talk about what we're leaving behind and why this is coming up right now. And I want you to really sit and just listen to this and just look at your life, and can you see where some of these patterns and where some of these energies might be playing out in your life, okay? So something that has been building on the planet over the last number of years, two really, really strong energies. They are the energies of victim consciousness and martyrdom. Okay, two very, very strong energies that really have been ramping up over the last number of years. And we can see this, everywhere. It's like pitting two groups against each other. This group is to blame. This group is to blame. The situation is to blame. Like the news, you turn on the news and it's always giving you, all of us, someone else to blame. Now, it's in the moment, it can feel really good to be able to blame somebody else. But first of all, it's not a very high consciousness, but what it really does is it makes you a victim. And so if you look back over the last number of years, it really has been ramped up. Like there's always somebody to blame, and it's always about one group against another. That really magnifies this whole victim consciousness, right? Now, there's also very much a consciousness of martyrdom. And this is a really sneaky one. Okay, so this is like martyrdom is such an interesting word. If you think about martyrdom, it's somebody who is, sacrificing, but not doing it like they're not giving from overflow. Okay, when you're a martyr, you are giving and you don't even have enough for yourself. That has been glorified. Oh my God, that person's so good. They're giving the shirt off their back. How many times you ever heard that? That's not cool. Why would you do that? Right? That's really glorifying martyrdom. So whenever we start giving more than we have, and again, there's always, with everything I say, there's always nuance. This is why energy is so important, because you have to feel into the energy. Because sometimes people do legitimately give and they're just like, oh, I feel good. I'm just like, I want to do this. I want to give the shirt off my back. But if you actually look into, for most people, they're doing it because there's a sense of obligation. There could be a lot of like wounding in their past, unresolved trauma, unresolved healing. There's a lot of reasons why we might go into martyrdom, okay? And just understand that this really has been, I'm going to say, kind of like sold. The news, like I said, the news is really good for telling us how we're supposed to think, how we're supposed to behave, what is acceptable, what is right, what is wrong. But all these two energies do is make it so it's literally impossible for anyone to really change their circumstances. It's impossible. If you're a victim, right? Because if you're blaming somebody else, you are completely unable to change your circumstances. You're dim, your power is dimmed. You keep yourself small. You keep yourself little. You're just like, I'm just a victim, right? I can't do anything about it. And the other thing is, it's the martyrdom really says like, give when you don't have. And again, like we've got to start thinking of giving from overflow. Giving when you don't have, it doesn't help the world on a global scale, like on a big scale. We can't always have people who don't have giving. And this doesn't necessarily mean money, okay? This could be your time. Like you're drowning in your own stuff at work, say, and you're still taking care of somebody else. You're still worrying about something that's not even in the scope of your job. And so often we do this when we're highly conscious because we care. And that's beautiful. But at some point, you have to say to yourself, like, is this serving me? And is it serving everybody else? Because what we've seen, and I want you to really hear this part, in the last few years is the humans on this planet that are more conscious, which is you, doing more, giving more, being more, carrying the load, carrying the emotions, carrying the responsibility beyond what is really healthy. And of course, we do this because we care. But it's depleting you. And you mix that with victim consciousness, it's a bad recipe. It's a really bad recipe. So that's what we've been doing. So we're moving way out of this. Okay, this is an energy that we're leaving behind. And in January and February, it was still brewing it, but it's like we're letting go of some of these ways of being because they're not getting anywhere. Like I said, it's a really bad recipe. You don't feel like you can change your life. You have no power. You're just a victim and you're overgiving. It's like that's just a recipe for depletion, exhaustion, burnout, and completely helplessness, right? We don't want that. We're done with that energy on the planet. So what's coming in now? And maybe you're starting to feel it. I'd love for you to hear and share in the comments below. It's this sense of, I can't do this anymore. There's something else that I need to do. It's like this fire that's starting to burn. It's like this part of you that's going, like it's an engine that's like, if you're in gear, but the car's not quite moving yet, it's like this engine starting to rev. And you're just like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. It's because you're not supposed to. We're leaving that energy behind. That was an old frequency and it's dying. It's going away. So you may start to feel this. And what it can look like is I've been holding this in. I've been holding this one thing inside and I just can't hold it in anymore. There's this thing I've been wanting to say to this person and I've just got to say it. Or I've been putting off this thing, doing this thing I really want to do and I just can't put it off anymore. Because ultimately, victim consciousness and martyrdom consciousness is really suppression. Like it's very, very, very much creates suppression within you. So because that suppression is starting to loosen, there could be things where all of a sudden you're like, I've got to say this. I've got to do this. It's now time. And the energies right now, and why I'm sharing this really is the energies right now are supportive of this. It doesn't matter how many times you've maybe put something off. It doesn't matter how many times you've stuffed something down. Now is the perfect time. And as I always say, this is never about shaming ourselves or feeling bad that we didn't do something sooner. Like now is the moment. We also always have to understand that there's so much going on energetically. We're all connected energetically, right? So when I say, and this is why I started this whole energy update with, we have to see how much victim and martyr has just been the energy of everyone around you. Like this has just been magnified and created, and it just keeps this snowball energy that's been going on the last few years. It's easy to get swept up in it, is what I'm trying to say. Very easy to get swept up in it. But it's now going, we are so done with that. It is now time to let whatever is in you to be unleashed. It's now time to speak your truth. It's now time to do what you've been putting off because the energies are supportive. And it is so important when the energies come in that we allow them to carry us. Okay, like when you feel the urge, when you feel the inspiration. And sometimes that means having to reprioritize your life a little bit. If like all of a sudden you get the urge to do this, you may mean you have to put something else aside for a while. It's your life, you do as you want to do, right? You'll know your life better. But that sometimes does happen where we have to go, okay, I was on this other trajectory and oh my God, no, this other thing is coming in that I just got to do it. I've just got to say it, or I've just got to deal with this relationship, or I've got to just change my life. Because when victim consciousness goes away, what's replacing it? What I always talk about, reclaiming your power. This is why I keep talking about it, because this victim consciousness is starting to fade. And the sooner that you begin reclaiming your power, the sooner you will start to see the changes in your life and you'll feel better. Reclaiming your power, what I love about reclaiming your power is, yes, your life will change. Yes, absolutely. You will create amazing things in your life. But what I love is you just feel better. Because as humans, it's actually what we really want. We actually just want to feel better. Like we want something because of the way it will make us feel. When you reclaim your power, what you realize is you feel better as you do it. And then when you get the thing, it's like the icing on the cake, right? What we're taught in this world is all about the end result. Reclaiming your power is you start to feel better throughout the whole process because you stop abandoning yourself. Because that's what victim and martyr does. You abandon your power, you abandon your truth. And when you reclaim your power, you build yourself up so then you can give from overflow. This idea that we're supposed to give the shirt off our backs when we don't have one, or the ours is ripped and torn, is ridiculous. No, reclaim your power, build yourself up, choose you, and then you get to give from overflow. The benefit is still there, but you're not depleting yourself. That is not sustainable. This whole cycle of victim martyr is not sustainable. It's not. It actually just spiraled downward fast. So right now, look at your life. What's calling to you? What's pulling you? And something that's a really powerful question to ask yourself. Okay. And this is really important. This has worked for me so many times, I can't even tell you. Is when you look at, say, you're wanting to make a decision, you're like, oh, I don't really know. Oh, I'm kind of scared. What is the result of you not making that decision? Because we so often magnify the risk of making a change because our brain takes over, right? Our brain and our egos don't like change. So it magnifies the risk. Start assessing what is the cost of not doing it and what's it costing you by not saying something or doing something. Like, truthfully, is it getting you any better? Is your life better because you're suppressing parts of you? Is your life getting better? Because that's the $1 million question. There can be 1 million different consequences when you stop suppressing yourself. I have no idea which way it's going to go, and neither are you. But is your life richer, more beautiful, more abundant with you suppressing yourself? Because if it's not, what have you got to lose? Right? Because suppressing ourselves actually, it doesn't serve anybody. But again, it's your decision. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I just want to give you some things to think about, to ponder, to empower you. This is always what I want to do, is empower you, to give you the tools for you to then make the best choices for you to live a rich and rewarding life. That's what the leaders do on the planet right now. You and I are the leaders because we're making these choices. And that's what also we're moving into. It's not the leader who's just in compliance and is just trying to fit in. It's the leader who's willing to take the risk. The leader who's willing to show up and be seen. That's the leadership we're moving into right now. All right, beautiful soul. I hope this was super helpful, and I will see you in the next video.